I think if we try to take another one, it's like...
Alexander already has a mint. He'd prefer to leave some for the other customers.
How noble. I guess it's really nice too, because if you like needed the ring, you can come back with something else to trade for it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool. Okay, so I guess we should go back to the beach.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like we should keep in mind that it said that this bin looked like it was for just throwing stuff away, and he said he was gonna... There's a bunch of junk he got from that wizard that he needed to throw away.
Oh yeah. So, is there anything in it now, or...
Let's find out.
Maybe the guy who, like, ate the mints, like, threw up in it.
Alexander examines the large pot.
Alas.
It's currently empty.
Still empty. It reminds me of the spittoon from West of Loathing.
The who's from what?
Have you ever seen West of Loathing playthroughs?
I haven't even heard of that.
Oh! Oh,
Oh, hello.
oh hello?
First, let's go back for a bit.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh!
well, would you look at that? Now let's look.
The old man with the lamps is gone.
Alexander sorts through
Thank
the odds
goodness.
and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never
Mood.
know when a small bottle will come in handy.
I too like little glass ink wells.
Hey,
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty.
oops.
Alexander shakes the bottle and imagines he hears a faint swishing sound, but decides he is mistaken.
Oh my goodness.
Let's open it.
There's no reason to...
No, I said let's open
Alexander
it.
decides to open the empty ink bottle.
Oh, pay very close attention because it's actually a little hard to see.
Stuck. It's... Whoa!
I meant to move to a better place for this.
The ink bottle isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible ink. Not very strong, but not bad.
There's actually like a hole in the sprite, but it's hard to tell from that position because it's not that different color from the scarf.
That's funny.
That also feels like it would normally make the game unwinnable.
Alexander's carrying a little bottle of invisible
But it's just back
ink.
to normal?
Yeah, but it's still got enough ink to use in it.
Oh.
So we're allowed to test things out and then use them rather
That
than
lady
expect...
just hits out the window.
She poured something out. I'm honestly not sure that what you said is entirely inaccurate in terms of what was poured out. Anyways, I wanted to come back here to play a little nightingale.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and listens to its sweet, sunny tune.
You
You have to do it here?
No. There's just music playing. I guess there's I guess it makes the music. I didn't have to move.
Cute.
Yeah.
I like it.
Can't believe we got the nightingale and just took so long to actually use it. Okay, full transparency. Now that you've heard the music, now listen to this music.
Oh, was that just like a sped up version of this song?
Well, not just a sped up version, but it is the same song played differently. Because up here in the branch,
A nightingale
It's a nightingale.
perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
That's so cute. That's so sweet. He's like a poet. He's got a heart for bird song and poetry. So what happens if you play the what happens if you play the like toy nightingale at this nightingale?
Let's find out.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, you have to click it.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Aww.
We made a friend.
We made a friend! Go
Although
poke
the
her.
nightingale seems interested in Alexander, she would never allow him close enough to grab her.
No, Tails
Talk
is
to
forcing
it.
me to stretch. And hydrate. Oh no, do I have any hydration?
Do you?
I do not.
Ah! Crew on Flapjack went on to work on Adventure Time. Awesome show. I finally finished watching Adventure Time the other day. It's been 4 years since Adventure Time finished, and this whole time I have not watched the last episode. I watched up to the last episode. I watched the second to last episode, but I never watched the actual last episode. Because when you've been growing up as Adventure Time is airing, when you like experience it as it's coming out, it's like there's like a sadness to something like that ending, you know, like Adventure Time ending. Oh man, how can there be a world where Adventure Time episodes aren't being made? So I kind of like put it off for like a long time, and just last week I think I finally sat down and watched it. One, forgot that it was like an hour-long episode that finishes off Adventure Time. And two, I always thought that the little like after reincarnation, like the two characters were like an extra episode or something at the end of the thing. So when it started with it, I'm like, did I click on the wrong episode? Like, I'm trying to find the last episode of Adventure Time, but this is a complete non sequitur. So, but it was the right one. It starts with them, and then like Demo tells them the story of what happened. And then I'm like, okay, I finally finished Adventure Time, and there are like 3 other miniseries afterwards. And I'm like, I thought I caught up. What? Which, like, I'm kind of like, yay, more content or whatever, but also, like, I thought I was caught up. And I wasn't.
You've been played.
I've been played.
Also, I'm back.
Welcome back.
It occurs to me that I missed something.
What did you miss?
Let's head back to the library, the bookstore.
Cool.
Hello, I will be right up.
Oh,
Now, what can I do for you?
It's just a random man sitting in the chair.
it occurs to me. I think I messed up a little more than I realized.
House Shouter was a fun show. I'm sad I couldn't really watch it though because of that effect where they don't draw a pattern on the shirt, but instead it's a layer underneath, so it moves weird. And that reminded me of like the Count of Monte Cristo anime. Do you remember that show?
I've never even heard of that.
There is an anime for Count of Monte Cristo, and it is the weirdest thing. Like I think even their hair and the texture of the clothes is all just like this weirdly intricate wallpaper-y, wrapping paper-y texture that like moves under them. It's like really bizarre. I've never watched it, but it's very visually unique.
Let's try going to Ollie's bookstore first this time.
Okay.
Ah, he's still here.
Again. How may I help you?
And Ali was behind a counter
Good day,
already.
sir.
He
Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry,
Oh, that's a
but I
bitch.
have no time for idle conversation. I'm too
The
worried
clown.
about the princess.
was the music always like this circus music?
Nope.
Excuse
Tails
me
knows
again,
the
sir.
anime.
You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Not interested in talking to strangers.
I guess we should introduce ourselves, right?
Yeah, with the ring.
Something, I guess I can't, really be like Zero solve the puzzle. So I was like, oh no, we need the ring to solve this puzzle.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry?
He totally thought you were proposing.
You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, a Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The
Except for that old man
princess
who
is
keeps
sequestered in
screaming.
mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jollo.
Jollo?
I'm crowned to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the castle of the crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jollo. I hope we meet again soon.
There he goes. Fun times.
Would it have been different if we had, like, done the Nightingale thing first?
I don't know. Oh, there he goes.
But there he goes! Quick, after him!
It actually has like a little loading screen thing there. Javi says I'm back, but hush, man. Quick, go get the magic map so the old man magics away.
Good day.
I think this would be a good spot. Hopefully. Oh, let's try.
This is... Alexander decides to open the empty ink bottle.
It's stuck. It's... Whoa!
That's a little more noticeable.
The ink bottle isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible ink.
I
Not
should have stood
very
another
strong,
rock.
But
I don't think that's how invisible ink works.
Well, it's magical invisible ink.
Hmm.
Because you got it from the wizard.
Yeah.
Now it's safe.
Cool.
But John said we could maybe use Sing to get messages to Cosima.
Oh, careful, you're still holding the ink.
No, it's fine.
You don't want to toss that onto the bird.
You think we could do anything?
Well, like send a message?
Yeah.
What? Do we have a message? Oh, the poem.
We do have the poem.
We do have the poem.
Here you go, bird.
Alexander holds out the love poem.
Is that a
to
snake?
Nightingale, hoping that she perhaps is the nightingale that Jollo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the words of love to her mistress, Cosima.
Right, for some reason, Sing wants us to click.
The nightingale swoops down and grabs the poem.
Oh my goodness! If the bird, if the snake eats the nightingale, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna cry. Is that
Towards
the
castle,
genie in disguise?
perhaps to Cosima?
I did shine like the genie.
Sing, what have you found?
Oh my gosh, she's just
Scrap of
a
paper?
human face.
Oh, this is no mere bit of paper, but words of love. Who sent this? It must have been Abdul. Oh, Sing, will he never give up? You must be careful, pretty bird. Stay away from Abdul. I
You
don't
can
trust
sign
him so
it.
close to you. Now go.
They literally just took a photo of this woman.
The little bird returns to her branch without the poem. Alexander wishes he knew what happened to his message of love.
Well, that didn't work.
Hmm.
We have to prove to we are her. But we gave our ring away. Something. Yes, we can get it back. I actually don't know if it works before.
Can't you just write your name on the letter?
We don't have a way to. In theory, Abdul could have just wrote the name on the letter.
Wait, I don't know who that is.
That's the bad guy.
The Vizier?
Yeah, the vizier.
Why would the Vizier send her a love letter with Alexander's name on it? Like, that doesn't make sense.
That's a good question.
But also, I refuse to believe the pawn shop owner doesn't have a single quill or pen or pencil.
Guys, do you know something wrong with this screen? In terms of, like, volume problems?
Is it that the volume's down to nothing?
Yeah.
Is that why the game was giving you audio issues?
Yeah.
But wait, then why was I giving you audio issues?
Because I was trying to make you match the game, so, because, like, you're coming from the same audio source.
Oh. You turned it down because of the opening, right?
Yeah.
Haha. You played yourself.
I ironically turned it down because of the opening, in hopes I would turn down the opening like before today. And it actually didn't affect the opening, so I should have turned it back up.
Oh.
Because that's why the game is so much quieter.
Oh. Lol.
It's fine, don't question it. So anyways, it's time for choose our new magic map.
Alexander
Cool.
pulls out his magic map.
I don't know if anybody remembers, but I said that when we pulled out the magic map in King's Quest 3, back when we streamed that like 2 years ago. So where should we go, Zero? We have the Isle.
Lyra,
What's up?
since you're a furry, we have to go to the Isle of the Beast first.
Let's go.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I also said that when we teleported.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. It's the sensation of becoming a furry.
Interesting. Put a pin in that.